Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into Boruto, 2 Blue Vortex, Chapter 20. On the cover page, we finally see Konohamaru making a return after quite some time. Hopefully, we'll get more from him in this chapter since he's been a bit disappointing in the previous ones. On the next page, we see Shikamaru telling Konohamaru, "Win them over, become friends with them, take them while they're still innocent cubs." Konohamaru responds by saying to Matsuri, "Didn't you say earlier that getting to talk so much made this the best day of your life?" Then Konohamaru adds, "If you devour me, I'll die, and we won't be able to talk like this ever again." Matsuri, trying to devour him, says, "You whine way too much. Will snapping your neck shut you up?" She grabs him and says, "I'll let you choose, Konohamaru. Would you rather keep chatting right up until the moment I devour you, or would you rather I devour you right now?" Konohamaru screams, "Ah!" as Matsuri tries to devour him. Matsuri continues, saying, "But it was fun. Sure, it felt like my sanity was slipping away. It was terrifying. That's what's become clear to me. You make me crazy." She says, "You're dangerous to me. My defensive instincts tell me to eliminate the danger, but those feelings mix with my desire for you. What do you guys think? Will Konohamaru and Matsuri end up together?" In the next panel, we see Ryu fighting fiercely. He uses his abilities to protect himself from the wind-style sandstorm blast attack. Ryu then counters with a powerful strike, sending his opponent crashing to the ground. At that moment, Mitsuki joins the fight, activating his Sage Mode. He launches an attack on Ryu, but Ryu suddenly uses a switch time technique, swapping places. Caught off guard, Mitsuki is shocked. Ryu takes advantage of the moment and strikes Mitsuki hard. Mitsuki stumbles back, gasping, "Gurk!" before collapsing to the ground. Sarada, witnessing this, shouts, "Mitsuki!" in panic. Now, with Mitsuki's Sage Mode fading, Sarada is left shocked and horrified. Ryu smirks and says, "Looks like checkmate, my friends," laughing menacingly. He then mockingly calls out, "Yodo, Sarada, forget about us. Just save yourselves." As Ryu catches Mitsuki and another fighter, he sneers, "Stop saying stupid things. I'm not letting any of you escape this place." He pauses for a moment, then says coldly, "Actually, just killing all of you here and now doesn't make much sense to me either." He grins and adds, "Let's do this. Otsutsuki Boruto, or even his accomplice. Tell me, either of them work for you?" Sarada looks confused and says, "Huh?" Ryu smirks and continues, "Any weaknesses would be cool too. In fact, share whatever intel you have on them with me." He then offers, "And I'll let you go. All of you." Mitsuki, still weakened, shouts, "Don't fall for it. I bet he'll kill us regardless. Just run." Ryu glares and snaps, "I'm offended. You're the ones who broke your word first. Don't lump me in with you." Then Yodo turns to Sarada and pleads, "Sarada, tell him where Boruto is. You know, don't you?" Sarada, shocked, replies, "Yodo, don't be ridiculous. How can you believe him? It's gotta be a trap." But Yodo, desperate, says, "Just spill whatever you know. We're gonna be slaughtered otherwise. What other choice do we have? Are you really okay staying silent and getting killed?" Sarada firmly says, "Sorry, but I won't sell a friend out to save myself. Not that I even have any intel to share about him." Then Sumire adds, "We may have taken Boruto's side outwardly, yet we know almost no crucial intel about him. But isn't it because of that very fact that we've been able to live freely all this time?" Yodo, frustrated, says, "I've long wondered why you keep sticking up for a rogue ninja who's sought by his village for committing serious offenses, but I think I finally get it." She continues, "He's the kind of guy who makes you want to always have his back. The rest of the world hates him, right? I feel the same way about Shinki." Ryu, clearly annoyed, cuts in, Hello? You still there? So what do you say? Should I go ahead and kill you?" Desperate, Yodo shouts, "Hold up, Ryu. The problem is, we don't have any intel about Boruto. No abilities, no nothing." She hesitates for a moment, then makes a shocking offer. But if you're amenable, you can have me instead. She steps forward and says, I'll cooperate with you using my enemy detecting abilities. Sarada, stunned, yells, Yodo! One of the others, shocked by her offer, shouts, You idiot! But Yodo insists, I'll start gathering intel for you right now, and in return, you'll let the other three go. The scene then cuts back to Konohamaru being devoured by Matsuri, creating a tense and grim transition. As Konohamaru is still in Matsuri's grasp, we see Matsuri suddenly crying. She says, What's this, dripping from my eyes? Konohamaru, noticing the tears, shouts, Matsuri! Matsuri, her voice shaky, says, My heart is racing just from him calling my name, this liquid pouring from my eyes. What is it? Konohamaru, confused, responds, You're shedding tears? What's going on? Matsuri, still in disbelief, says, Tears? Konohamaru, trying to make sense of it, says, You must be feeling sad, which means you don't want to kill me. We then see Shinju sitting, waiting for something, as the scene shifts back to Matsuri. She's still confused, saying, Tears? What the heck are tears? And wondering aloud, What is going on with me? Konohamaru, trying to calm her, says, Matsuri, do me a favor. Could you squeeze my hand? Matsuri looks at him in confusion, replying, Huh? Konohamaru smiles and says, Let's join hands. That's how special relationships start. Matsuri, still puzzled, repeats, Special relationships? Konohamaru reassures her, That's right. I'll be the first step for the two of us. Then, Matsuri grabs both of Konohamaru's arms, and he does the same. Despite the tears still in her eyes, she says softly, So warm. It's a moment of vulnerability, as Konohamaru gets the riz and the connection seems to grow. Meanwhile, in the background, Shikamaru says, Konohamaru, become friends with them. Win them over. Take them while they're still innocent cubs. On the next page, Konohamaru suddenly uses Rasengan on Matsuri's hands. Wait, I didn't expect this from Konohamaru, someone thinks, as he launches 2 Rasengans at her hands. Shikamaru observes the situation, saying, Betray them. Konohamaru, unfazed, responds, Gain Rasengan. Shikamaru then reflects, Did your heart heal just now? He continues, This is a perfect plan. If you truly get them to consider them nothing but foes, it'll drop their guard, and you can kill them. Meanwhile, Matsuri, still with tears in her eyes, calls out, Konohamaru. The scene shifts as we move to Shinju, who speaks with a certain clarity, saying, Because of love, Matsuri wavered over killing him and allowed herself to be tricked into delivering a painful counterattack. Also, because of love, she fell prey to doubt and foolishly let victory slip from her grasp. We then see Yodo being stabbed by Ryu's attack, and Sarada and Mitsuki are shocked. Yodo falls to the ground. Ryu says, That'll be a no thanks. And please don't talk down on me. I get annoyed easily. Sarada, rushing to Yodo, calls out, Hang in there, Yodo. Yodo, with a defeated tone, says, Why can't things go well for once? Sarada replies, No way. Yodo, accepting the situation, says, It's okay. I know I'm done for. Sarada shouts, Yodo! In desperation. Then Ryu laughs, saying, Last one in the bag. Now you're all obedient puppets of mine. Yodo, struggling on the ground, says to Sarada, I'm not sure why it's happening now, but you can't hear it real well, can you? Sarada, confused, asks, Huh? Yodo continues, You don't know yourself at all, do you? You don't know why you want to be strong. Sarada questions, What are you talking about? Yodo replies, I'm referring to that power you've been letting rot. Suddenly, Ryu grabs Sarada, saying, You cling to life so stubbornly? Why don't we finish you off? You seem to be in pain. Sarada struggles, shouting, Stop! Yodo tries to comfort her. I don't know why or what you're holding back for, but it's okay to use it for something other than just the greater good. You're allowed to use it, and only for that special person in your life, to protect them. Ryu taunts, Okay, Uchiha girl, let's go. He then drops her kunai. What the? The iron sand is peeling away. The sand begins to shift in the next panel, moving into another dimension. Mitsuki realizes the restraints are gone and says, "What's going on?" The iron sand gathers in one spot. No, it's being sucked in. And then, the moment everyone's been waiting for, Sarada awakens her Mangekyo Sharingan.